well, why don't you end your podcast?
Sorry about that, Mark.
Oh, let's get back to what we started with.
Yeah, let's go with the original stuff.
I don't know what...
I drifted from it. It's just like John Prine, this and that, feeling. I don't know about that.
Well, we're just chatting.
I don't like it. Let's go back to...
Fuck
but
you.
the thing with Joe...
Yeah.
is I don't know that we have a lot to talk about because of my idea of what he's done to comedy.
Sure.
And I don't think it's great. I think that it's tribalized, and I think that, he's created a sort of army of people that think they know comedy, but they only know a specific thing, and what they think is good is not necessarily good. It may be what they're like, what they like, but on the outside of that, most of this sort of sensitive weirdos that we all grew up with in comedy have been sort of pushed aside, and the space for them has become limited. And it's a little...
But there was a time, though, that alt comedy was the...
Not alt comedy. I'm not even talking about the alt people.
Okay.
I'm talking about just like interesting stand-ups.
Right.
Weirdos.
Yeah. Like Brent Weinbach has a great special.
Sure.
I think he's so weird.
Joe Mandy.
Yeah, Joe Mandy. Yeah,
and now it's like kind of this, there's this cultural idea of what comedy is.
Is there a world... And I understand I get your perspective.
Yeah.
Is there a world where both these things exist and it doesn't fucking matter?
They do.
Well, so this is what I always say. Like, I get that you don't like that world. That's part of why I love you, because you're like, fuck that, and you'll shit on it. And that's what's great about
there's
comedy.
Some good comics in there, and there's a lot of middle section. There's a lot. I believe that we all exist in the same world.
And it doesn't matter is my point. I get why you...
It's not all on him.
No.
The culture has changed,
right?
And and I don't necessarily think for the better, but it's changed in a lot of ways. In that, look, there are comics that only drive clips and that only do crowd work, and they don't care if they do other people's jokes because the traction is with the clip. And what they don't realize, I think, and what a lot of people don't realize, is that you're the internet's bitch. You're the platform's bitch. So in the sense that if you're not able to fucking confidently do an hour without worrying about getting clips so you can get people come see you to do crowd work, what are you really? Right. What is your voice? Who do you work for? You'd like to think you're working for yourself, but you're just a platform bitch who doesn't really need to find who they are up there or do anything interesting at all. That's a problem.
Yeah.
So... And the bigger problem about what you're saying is I think we all still do exist, but the nature of the comedy business is fragmented and some of it's tribalized. But there used to be a lot more weirdos around who were kind of exciting and interesting and took it a different place. I would argue with just talky talk comedy, there's not that many people bringing it to a different place, dude.
Right. Well, there is some good ones that, like, I think that kid Casey Rocket's really entertaining and fun and different and unique. I think they're there, right?
Yeah.
I think the problem is there's so much sludge. There's so much shit. There's way more noise than we've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
So it's hard to appreciate or even care because all that's really being shown is kind of the constant, like, give it to him, give it to him, give it to him, give it to him. So I get it.
I'm tired of the attitude.
I thought you were going to say violence in this country.
No. I'm tired. They come up back to L.A. One guy, I want to name his name. I go, oh, you seem like you're thriving. And he goes, I'm killing it.
Killing it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa, dude. You moved out because you couldn't survive here.
Yeah.
This is a different...
It's an animal.
It's an animal.
Well, I think the weirdos you're referring to, by the way, were birthed, and I defend this till I'm fucking blue in the face, were birthed at the Comedy Store.
A lot of them.
I think the biggest mistake that's made whenever I go back east is, the New York guys that I have very close friends out there, they make fun of the store and blah, 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 blah for all the years. And I'm always like, dude, you'll never find a bigger group of fucking lunatic all over the mappers. When I moved here in 2006, it was wackadoo central. The late nights were fucking insane. In fact, the front patio, you were like, is this illegal? Whatever this is.
I know.
Do these people live here?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think I always push, I was like, people don't know that about the store. They think they hear this like corporate bro. And that happens internally in LA a lot too, where they're like, the store is a fucking, whatever, sellout factory of fucking bro comics. Because
Not anymore.
No, but there was a wash of it that came through, and I think...
Yeah, Joe, they moved to Austin.
But I think even up to a few years... Even when I was starting out, and the Largo guys or the East Side guys, if I go do East Side shows, they would make fun of me going back because I had a lot of good friends that were East Side guys.
Yeah,
and we started
because
together.
they couldn't cut it. Couldn't cut it at the store.
I know, but they still would hate on me for going. They'd be like, "Why the fuck you going there, Santino? It's all fucking loot." And I hate it because I was like, you don't get it. That place is diverse and insane and weird.
But the bottom line is you got to do the job.
You got to do the job.
East Side, you don't got to do the job.
Right.
You got a bunch of like-minded people that'll sort of watch you worm your way through a personal story that goes nowhere.
Right.
And find, love. The whole issue, and whatever alternative comedy was, it didn't deliver the goods. Because it ain't around anymore. And that weird argument, it wasn't that alternative comics were open micers. They were just trying to do something different.
Right.
But if you're brought up with the working ethic of like, you open, you middle, you headline, and then you fucking do the job, that wasn't the same sense of purpose. So when you do the store, and the reason why I've never stopped doing it, and I was always a club comic from the beginning, but
you're like Blade, though. You live in both worlds.
That's right. Well, I helped build the alternative world in New York, but
I'm just saying, there's some comics like you that do both.
Sure.
I wonder why. I mean, there's you. I think Zach lives in both. Gafranakis. Patton Oswalt lives in both.
Yep.
But some of them don't live in both.
Well, some of them don't live anywhere anymore. I'm not sure what they're doing. But
they're back on that couch, baby.
But the truth is that like in my mind, it's like you got to be able to do the job for whoever.
Right.
Yeah.
So like the idea, and sometimes at the store, it's hard. It's not always easy at the store.
No, there's tough.
And there's a lot of times where most of the room doesn't know who the fuck I am, but that's the job.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I do have my people, and I go do theaters and stuff.
Of course.
But you want to go put yourself through I still have that weird ethic. It's like, because a lot of people are like, why would you go to the store anymore? I'm like, I don't know. Because I got to do the job.
Yeah.
And it's a way to know whether shit really works. If you can make it work over there,
Yeah.
it's going to work anywhere.
I think that's it. I think everyone that got successful at the store, that became a store person or store name,
yeah.
they have that like unrelenting, I have to be a comedian. I have to do it.
Yeah.
Like
there's
even
no
when
other choice.
when wives and girlfriends and friends are like, what are you going to do? You're going to the fucking now? You're
That's why I don't have any of those things.
Yeah.
So you want to transition to stick?
real fast.
All right.
Yeah. Well, just because
I can even tell you what it is.
go ahead.
He was a very masterful golf player.
I know.
You do?
I do. I know he's a good golf player.
He's also a great bowler. He's good at everything.
Yeah, he's got all those white guy sports down.
Right. He does. Right.
I have some of the black ones. No, no.
He's also. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
Great actor.
Okay, that part's not.
I think you are. No,
I think we've talked about this before. You're a great actor.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Anyway.
He should have gotten something on stick.
Yeah, sure, but it has nothing to do with you.
I kept telling them, where's Andrew?
They kept saying, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. I was mad. We saw the show Stick. It's a great show. It's on Apple. Of course, our good friend Marc Maron is on it. With
You wouldn't have played my part, though.
No.
No.
You
would have played Owen's
a
part.
date.
That was a tough sell.
Yeah.
I think he was attached early.
Yeah, it was either me or Owen, basically.
No.
There's no other part. The joke is there's no other parts. It's Owen and a young child and him. It's like a fucking.
There's no one-liner.
You could have easily done Timothy Oliphant's role.
Yeah, fuck you, Timothy.
And you could have done the kid's dad's role too.
Who's that? What's his name?
I forget the actor. He's great, but I mean, I'm just thinking like you could have done those.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Recommend. I'm the only fucking comedian that me and Nate Bargatze, the only comedians that golf.
It's so funny. I sent Nate a picture of me and I don't even know the guy's name.
This is gonna piss me the fuck off. I bet.
Yeah.
Be a guy that I like.
Well, I'm sure you like him. The fact that I can't remember his name is not great. But hold on, let me see if I can find it. Holy shit! I didn't know that him and I talked.
So Happy Gilmore 2, you should have gotten a real golf part in that too.
Yeah, why didn't you get a role in that?
I'm not gonna say anything bad right now if Sando's listening. Okay. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for
Adam.
everything.
Thank you for everything. Thank you, Adam.
As if Adam would ever
You think
fucking
he
hear
was
this.
listening?
No. You know what's so funny? He
What?
might. He's got his finger on the pulse. He's not listening to our show. He's pretty good though. Adam knows.
He's so good.
Adam knows.
He's smart.
I'll be honest with you. I thought that last special that Josh Safdie directed was one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah. Fact.
It was
I'm
like,
serious.
and nobody watched it, and it was so weird, and it was so clear that he had an agreement with Adam to be like, I'm going to do some shit during the show.
Yeah.
And you're just going to react to it.
Well, the special before that got a lot of love because it was more. Oh, that's Colin Morikawa.
Yeah. So I sent that picture to Nate, and Nate says, "This is my happiest day.
Oh, that's
I never in a million years thought I would see this picture."
you with Colin Morikawa is so funny, and Colin Morikawa, of course, is
A human.
Asian. Yeah, Asian.
Okay.
He's like you, bud.
Damn it. I got it right.
Just like you, big guy.
Yeah. It's like if you got a photo with Thierry Henry or something.
It would change your life.
It would piss me off.
Yeah. God, I hope I do one day.
He's one of the greatest French
Soccer
players of all time.
Yeah, I'm not a sports guy in any way.
I'm just saying, if you had.
I know that. Well, golf's not a sport; it's an activity.
But I mean, I'm athletic, but I don't do.
Yeah, we get it.
Okay.
Okay.
He has been working out a lot more than usual.
I know. Look
No,
at
it's
look at your
not.
legs.
I thought we were cutting down on the zins though. We're not.
No.